Hey, Boss Fam. Thanks for joining us today. Here in the studio, we have a very special guest for our episode today. We have Wayne G. in the house. He's the CEO of Aggressor Clothing. He's also a board member on the board for Graceland Foundation. It's a nonprofit organization, and he's just a busy guy all around. So no days off. No days off.
No
Wayne
days
Grice,
off.
everybody in the building. So, how you feeling today?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
You're good. You got
Yes,
your
ma'am.
shades on. You're just all fronted out and
Yeah.
cool on us
Yeah,
today.
it's a chill day today.
Yeah. So, first of all, I want to talk to you a little bit about who you are, where you come from. But first, I want to congratulate you. You have a new son.
Yes, I do.
What is his name?
His name is Paxton.
Paxton,
Yes.
middle name?
Gianni Grice.
Oh, Paxton Gianni.
Yeah,
Powerful name, right?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So he is, how old is he?
He'll be 6 months on the 4th.
He's about to be 6
6
months
months, yes.
old.
He's
Oh
growing
my
fast.
God. He's amazing. I've met
Yes.
him and I love him to death. He's very special to me. So just a little bit about you, Wayne. Where did you attend high school?
I went to George Bush High School in Fort Bend, Texas.
George.
George Bush High School,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. Broncos.
Yeah,
Go
the
Broncos. So did you play football there? Or first of all, tell me, what were your best memories? Let's go there. What were your best memories about high school?
It was most definitely the sports, football, track, just being with my friends, being able to travel with my friends,
Yeah.
and just bond with them and grow and just build long relationships with those guys.
Okay. All right. That's awesome. Awesome. And academic wise, do you have a favorite subject? Or if you could say, what was your most favorite subject or the subject that you did best in, what would it be? Besides sports and PE, what is your favorite subject?
I would have to say English, because I've always been good at writing essays through high school, college. That's always been my
cool.
thing. So I say English class.
English.
English class, yeah.
Okay. That was my best subject too. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. Did you have a favorite teacher or a favorite coach?
Man.
Or were there any teachers that made a difference in your life, or counselors, or anyone in high school that made a
I would
difference?
have to say Coach Moncrief. He was my math teacher, but
Okay.
I was pretty close to him. He was like a dad figure to me, so I'll say
Okay.
Coach Moncrief. Yeah, he was the coolest coach.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So you said you played football.
Yes.
Okay, so football memories. I know you excelled in football. I know you were super fast, so you had a lot of track scholarship offers as well. So tell me a little bit about your football career at Bush High School. We're not going to talk about college yet, because that's a whole different story for your sports career. But for high school, talk a little bit about your games, maybe your best game, your favorite game, or the ones where you scored the most touchdowns, or your bad memories from sports. And then we'll talk a little bit about track.
Okay. Yeah. Football. When I first came to high school, football, that's when I began to really find myself and understand, like, I really like football. You know, I started putting in more work. I feel like that was the biggest I ever been, was my freshman year coming into school. Football, you know, it helped me a lot, helped me become a better man, see things differently in life. And my biggest game, I would have to say, was Travis. That was our biggest rival. I had,
Travis.
to me, it was my biggest game. I only had 3 catches for 155 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was the biggest game for me. And
Nice.
Yeah, that was. I always think back on high school. Sometimes I go back watch my highlight tape. Sometimes just to go back, even the track videos. I was just talking to my friend O'Shea, asking him, does his dad still have our track videos from
Yeah.
regional and state?
Yeah.
You know, so football and track, you know, those were the best times of my life in high school.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. So when you go back and look at those tapes or the videos that you have in your phone, how do you feel? Do you feel nostalgic? Do you like just want to go back and play again?
Yeah.
Or how do you feel about those days?
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely want to go back. I just feel like it's certain things that I could have did differently when I watch those videos. You know, it gives me chills
Right.
watching the videos. You know,
Right. So you kind of critique yourself.
Critique myself. You know, even though I'm done playing sports, but it's just still like the adrenaline is still there from those days, because it was so fun, and like we was good, and we was established as a team in football and track. You know, so sometimes I catch myself just thinking about it, and randomly going back and watching those videos, just embracing the moment again.
Yeah, I know, right? You guys did have a pretty cohesive team, so that's good.
Yeah.
And I know you're fast. Back to the scholarships that you were offered for track. You guys went to state, you went to regionals, you ran in the Junior Olympics, right? So talk a little bit about how you felt when you were on the track field as compared to how you felt on the field. I know you preferred the field,
yeah,
right?
that was definitely the field.
Football field.
Yeah, the field.
But talk about track.
Yeah,
because you were so great.
Yeah, track. No, that was a funny story. So I didn't even like track when I came to high school. I had no idea I was gonna run track or have to run track. But I met Coach Rod my freshman year, and they pressured me my sophomore year to run track, and then that's when I fell in love with it. And I just seen how good we could be as a team. And, just kept pushing with it. And track. I had more fun with track than football because we got to travel more. We got to see more people, a bigger crowd, bigger fan base, compete against the best people in Texas, one-on-one individually. So those were great times. Regionals was great times.
Oh, yeah.
State, great times, too. That's what kills me the most is watching the state videos. I feel like we should have won most of those. Even though we medaled and everything, I feel like we still should have won first place in those events.
Yeah, I agree. So when you guys went to TSU, no, not TSU relays, Texas relays. When you guys went to Texas relays, one of your races, you guys ranked 4th in the nation. Do you remember which race was that? Was it
that was the 4x2, I believe.
4x2 relay.
Yes,
you guys ranked number 4 in the nation.
Yes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, fun times, right?
Yeah. Great days.
You had no idea that your track career would do that, right?
Wouldn't have dreamed it.
I know.
Wouldn't have dreamed
So
it.
the track scholarships you were offered, you turned down because you wanted to pursue football instead.
Yes,
is that correct about what happened? Wow. Okay. Yeah, track is one of my number one sports. As I think everybody that know me know track is my absolute fave sport. So. Talk a little bit about the NFL draft. We just had the NFL draft over the past few days.
The draft. The past 2 drafts have been very exciting. There's been a lot of skilled guys finally in the first rounds. Last year, this year, this draft was stacked with a lot of good athletes. I'm excited for the season to see what those guys are gonna do.
Yes.
And it was a crazy draft.
Yeah,
it was a crazy draft.
What about the Texans, man? Oh my God, what are we gonna do?
I gave up
Did
on
we
those
even
guys.
get any picks?
Not in the first round. I think we got like third round maybe, I believe.
Okay.
I don't know what those guys got going on over there. But
I try so hard to be a fan. I really, really do.
Yeah, me too.
Go Texans. Yeah. So you played football in college, right? You went to a couple of colleges.
I went to Lamar my first semester. Then I transferred to Division III East Texas Baptist to be closer to my grandma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful. That's great. So Lamar University and then East Texas Baptist University.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Awesome. That's wonderful. College experience was what? What's the word for it? How did you feel about your college experience?
Lamar was cool. Lamar was cool. It was different compared to the Division III because it was a Baptist school. The funny thing is about the Baptist school is that my family would say I should go there before I was even in college, and I said I would never go to that exact school, and then I ended up going to that exact school.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Never say never.
Yeah. So I was definitely homesick when I first got there because I was like, this is real. This is really happening right now.
Yeah.
I almost wanted to cry, but it was actually a great experience. I'm happy I went there. I have great friends that I still talk to this day.
Yeah, that's right.
I still have a relationship with my coaches. Great coaches. And it was a great experience.
Yeah. You played in a semi-pro football game in Vegas, correct?
Yeah, I did that in Vegas in 2017 or 18, maybe. One of those years I played.
3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, that was a cool experience, too. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, having a semi-pro game in Vegas.
Yeah.
Those two things just kind of, how can you not have fun playing football in Vegas, right?
Can't lose.
I know you hit the slots. Did you win any money?
I won no money. That's my first time playing slots, too.
Yeah.
So, I was a rookie.
Okay. All right. Well, we got to go back so we can win some big bucks, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Let's do it. Okay. So we talked about a little bit about your career history already. You've had a few jobs prior to getting into what you're doing now. You're a board member for a nonprofit organization, Graceland Foundation, and you're also in the process of being a fleet owner for the
Amazon.
VSP program at Amazon.
Yes, Amazon.
Right?
Yes.
So that's good. Hopefully those trucks come through.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be praying that they do.
Yeah, we pray.
Yes. So that's wonderful. You're just a busy guy. So that's great. Good. So now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about, first of all, before I dive into your designer fashion brand right now of Aggressor Clothing, before we leave the topic of your background in football and academics, do you have any advice for players that are in high school right now that may be struggling to figure out where they're going to go to school, or how to balance academics and sports? Because I know that's not easy, because you spend a lot of time on the field practicing two-a-days, and then you got to, uphold a certain GPA. What advice do you have around study skills and balancing those two things?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, when I was in school, I wasn't always good with my classwork. I struggled in school with my grades, and I feel like those are one of the things that held me back from going to where I wanted to go and reaching my full potential. And I would say is, most importantly, your grades come first. Without no grades, you can't go to the next level. You can't go to college. You can't do anything without your grades.
Right.
So what I would say to any other athletes that have the dream of playing football, you have to have your grades first.
Yes.
If you're struggling, get help.
Yes.
Like, that's the most important, your grades. That's going to take you to the next level. Your education, college, whatever it is, your grades come first, most importantly, at all times.
Yeah.
Your books first, and then you do your job. You grind later.
Yeah, because you don't make the grades.
You don't make the grades. It's no purpose behind it.
Exactly.
You're just wasting your time.
Play, and you're not going to accelerate in school. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about Aggressor Clothing, everyone. Hot brand. When did you first even realize that you wanted to do clothing or even pursue a career, let alone your own brand?
Well, I always had a thing for like fashion and design. I was never the type of guy to like always dress up all the time. I was always in like sweats and joggers, but I still always had a thing for designs, fabrics, and all those type of things. So of course football took up a majority of my life. So I was always focused on football, but I always knew when I was done, then I was going to do the clothing brand and get into the clothing business.
Yeah.
So I came home from school in 2016, and that's when I finally decided, I'm going to pursue the clothing. At the time, I didn't have the name for the brand. The name for the brand came from so some of my friends are rappers. So we was in the studio one night, and I decided to write a song or whatever, and I called it Aggressor. I called the song Aggressor, and then I kind of went on from there. And then one day I Googled what Aggressor meant, and Aggressor stood for somebody that never comes in second. They always attack first. And I said, that's me. That's who I am.
Yeah.
That's how I approach my everyday life. Attacking first, never being a follower, just being a leader and doing what I want to do, no matter what nobody else says. I'm going to be me regardless of any situation.
Right.
And that's when I just took that name and I ran with it. And got it licensed and all that. So now we here.
I love it. That is wonderful. That's a good background on how you came up with the name, which is actually what I was going to get into next. So that's great. Yeah, that's great. So as far as supporters, I know you have a brother, DeMarco.
Yeah.
Does he play a role in your business, or how does he?
So Marco, he'll send me new designs. He'll come up with new designs for me. He'll give me suggestions on what I should make next. He'll help me with my inventory if I need to be packaging the bags. So I'm really a one-man team. So, he'll help me out with those things like that. So that's what he does, and it's a big help.
That's good. That's good. He's not able to be here today? I was expecting him to be here
I thought
today.
He was too. He's busy too, though.
I'm sure he is. Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So, DeMarco, we'll have to get you in here on the red sofa next time. He dodged us today, but it's okay. We'll get him next time. Your biggest mistakes or disappointments when you were starting out in the clothing industry, did you, I know we all learn by trial and error. No one is perfect at the first go round. We all have to, become masters at our craft. So when you first started out, what mistakes did you make, or uh-ohs did you make when you first started out in your journey to perfecting your brand?
So when I first started, it was kind of simple because I was just doing heat press work. So all I had to do was get the heat, the prints, and then stamp them on the shirt with my hot press machine. But once, you know, I kind of started expanding and growing a little bit slowly, I saved up my money, and I tried to expand my business as far as paying somebody to make me better material, better clothing. And they end up taking my money from me, lost all that money.
Yeah.
And you know, at that time, I was about to say, you know, forget the clothing. I was gonna quit because I was just so upset and hurt that I put so much time in explaining to that person what I wanted.
Yes.
You know, I was up for days and nights. Like, you can ask anybody that was around me, they knew I was up days and nights trying to get that stuff in.
You lost
and
a lot
lost
of
all
money
my money
on that.
Yeah,
oh my God.
And the dude, he told me he was sorry, and he said he needed the money. He was from overseas. He told me he needed the money and for his kids.
Wow.
So, you know, I was mad. I was very upset, but at the same time, I was like, you know, if that's really what it went to, then, you know, then so be it. But, you know, I almost stopped. This wouldn't have probably been here if I just said forget it, because I was devastated after that.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So you mentioned heat press. So I'm wearing Aggressor gear today, in case you guys didn't notice. So I have on one of the Aggressor jackets, and I think this is one of the older ones, though, where it's heat press on the back, right?
Heat press, yeah.
So I don't know if I can turn around and show the camera, but maybe not. So I don't know if they can see it, but my hair is in the way.
Yeah.
You guys can't see it, but you can see part of it. But so I have on one of the jackets today, and then I have on the new pants, the pink A's, right?
Yep.
So these are selling like hotcakes. I think you had some, and you pretty much sold out pretty quickly, right?
Yeah, I have a little bit left. They're only smalls. So I gotta find small people to get those off my hands.
You got a lot of,
but the rest of them are gone.
Smalls, if there's any smalls out there, he's got some smalls that he needs to unload. So you guys, Ag Wayne on IG and Ag WRLD on IG as well. Aggressor Clothing what's the website?
AggressorClothing.net.
AggressorClothing.net to go to the website if you guys want to place an order. So what excites you most about being a designer? What makes you happy?
That being a
designer. The look on people's face, though, when they get your clothing.
Yeah. I think just being able to be different and be creative, making my own stuff. I try so hard not to be like everybody else. I try to be in my own lane.
Right.
And do stuff that you don't see every day.
Right.
And, you know, so far it's worked so far for me. And you know, I'm not the type of person just to release stuff just because it's whatever, it's hot. You know, I take my time with what I do. You know, this is not a hobby to me. This is real life. This is what I want to do forever. That's why I want to build a brand. So you know, I take my time with what I do, and just being able to be different is what I strive for every day. That's what I look to do.
Right.
Being different. What I make, the fabric, material, it's gonna be different from everybody else's. It's not gonna be the same as everybody else's.
Right.
So I'm do whatever I do to stand out.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's important, because you don't want to look like the items that just come off the shelf, right?
Yeah, you don't want to be
Everything
like that, because those
different.
things, they don't
it's
sell.
Customized.
You know, yeah, this generation is different now. They
right.
like exotic
so
stuff.
True.
Like they like stuff that has a lot of stuff going on with it. That's what they like.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And that's what I'm good at. Thank God. So
just creating,
you know,
chaos in fabric, right?
Yeah, that's what they like. They
yeah.
That's what we're in right now. So I'm gonna keep going with that.
You're right about that. And you have on a cap, an Aggressor cap. Has that been released yet?
Yeah, this is a new cap.
It's new, right?
I'm gonna drop it probably mid-May. I have bags coming and slides coming, so I'm gonna drop the bundle at one time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all the same logo theme, so I'm gonna drop all at the same time.
Okay, perfect.
Right
so it can all be worn together.
Worn together, yeah.
Colors and can all be worn together. So caps,
bags,
slides, and the bags.
And the bags, shoulder bags, yes.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. Is it like backpack style or crossbody style?
Crossbody style.
So it's unisex, so guys
unisex,
and girls,
unisex,
right?
Yeah, girls. Everything is unisex.
Perfect.
Everything I make is unisex. Everybody can wear it.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is so perfect. I can't wait. Well, I'll be first in line. I want all of that.
All right, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Okay. So I know you've gotten a lot of accolades from your customers. I've seen a lot of those on your Instagram, where I'm kind of monitoring, and I'm seeing people that's loving your gear. Mm-hmm. So you've got a few rappers that wear your gear.
Yeah.
So when they toss you those accolades and say that they love your gear, how does that make you feel as a designer?
It makes me feel good. It feels good to be acknowledged.
Right,
And people see your hard work and what you do. You
Ooh,
know, a lot of
yeah.
people think because, you know, you're a small brand, they try to get stuff for free.
Right.
But, you know, sometimes people see the hard work you put in and they respect you.
And they want to
And
compensate you
they
for
want
it.
to compensate you. They want to, like, for example, Rizzo, you know, he support me all the time. He gonna wear the clothes in his videos.
Yeah.
I just made his son a jacket so they can wear it in the video together. So, you know, that's gonna help me elevate my brand.
Exactly.
You know, he had bought some pants from me, and you know, I made 1,000 in like less than 2 hours when he posted on his social media.
Right.
So, you know,
right.
those things, they help a lot when people bigger than you support you.
Oh yeah, that definitely makes a difference. And what I don't like, a lot of people, they feel like, you know, when they get a little bit of status, they feel like they don't want to reach back.
Yeah.
And help someone. They don't want to reach back and help those that are trying to get there.
Yeah, that's a lot of people these days.
Yeah.
They preach like they're so real.
Right.
But, you know, when they get big, they change.
Forget you even exist.
Yeah, they forget where they come from. They just forget their roots. They change up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And it hurts most when it's someone that you helped along or that you was there for, and then they just kind of blow up and they're like, okay, who are you?
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally know where you're coming from. Yeah. Well, karma comes around. Everybody needs somebody, so let's no one get that twisted, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you come up with your patterns and your designs, I know you said your brother kind of helps you. If he has some ideas, he'll toss those over the bridge to you. But as far as coming up with those designs, do you stay up at night thinking about designs? Because I know when I have a big project or a big task ahead, I don't sleep. Even though I lay down and I close my eyes, my brain is still turning because I know, I have something to accomplish. I have something to do. So are you like that when you're trying to come up with a new design or a new brand?
Yes, most definitely. So, like the other night, it was like 3 in.the morning, and I was asleep in my bed. And the day before, I was getting a new logo made.
Okay.
And in my sleep, I thought of the wording I was gonna put on the shirt. At 3 in.the morning, I thought of the logo I was gonna put.
While you were supposed to be asleep. You were thinking it.
I woke up and put it in my notes or whatever, and then
wow.
So I work 24/7.
Yeah.
That's all. It's 24/7. That's all it is.
No days off.
No days off.
That's why I put that on your promo on Instagram. The song in the background, no days off.
Yeah.
Because I know that's what you do. So that's being dedicated to your craft.
Yeah, most definitely.
So, and that's important. So hard work pays off, and keep doing what you're doing. Keep staying focused. Don't get derailed, and keep pushing ahead. And you're gonna go up and up and up and up. So don't get discouraged along the way. Okay.
Okay.
I know you make a lot of custom orders. So if someone wants a custom order, can they just call and say, I want a jacket, can you make something special for me? Or kind of like, what is the process if someone wants to make a custom order request?
So the first custom I did, that was just one of those things. It was a close friend of mine. She asked him, could she get something custom? I was like, at first I was like, nah, you can't. Because then everybody else is going to feel left out. I was like, why is she so special? So, maybe a week went by and I was like, you know what, yeah, you can do a custom or whatever. So I made it a custom, and ever since
Blew
then,
up, huh?
I've done 21 total custom jackets within the past month. Last month, 21 custom jackets, and I charge between $100 to $200 for the jacket. For, it depends on what you want or whatever. But now I have to make it more structured now because it kind of got sloppy with people just DM me all the time about the jacket. So it's in my highlight I put, you have to email me, tell me what you want, tell me what logos you want. I can send them the logo. We can go over the color pattern. I send them the color pattern. I let them know up front the time frame and the prices of what it's gonna be. And if they agree with that, they send me the money and then we get to work.
Okay.
Put the order in and get it out there.
Okay. Well, that sounds great.
Yeah.
And turnaround time on an item is about, 2 weeks or less, or it depends on the complexity of the item?
It depends, not even that. So I put the order in by bulk. So
Okay.
I'll wait maybe a week until I do it. I'll do it every Friday. So I
Okay.
get everybody has until Friday to put their order in.
Okay,
But if it's just one
okay.
jacket, it'll take 4 days to get made and it's out.
Okay.
But with 8-9 jackets, that take about a week to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Plus I gotta get it shipped, so that's another 3 or
Okay.
4 days to get it in. And right now
Okay.
everything's busy. People, clothing brands getting their stuff shipped in to you know,
Yeah.
to wherever they at because the summer about to come. So
Yeah, summer
the
is
process kind of
approaching.
long right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you had an offer 3 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I think you mentioned to actually partner up with a big clothing brand or chain.
Yeah.
No, it was a clothing chain.
Clothing chain.
And you
yes.
said no.
Yeah, I turned it down. I'm not gonna say
Why?
the name.
Yeah,
but-
don't say the
I'm
name.
not gonna say the name, but
Why?
yeah.
Why did you turn that down?
Because I feel like, again, I was young. They thought I was just young. I didn't know no better. I was money hungry. I just wanted the money.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like they lowballed me. I feel like my brand was way more than that. And I feel like my brand has almost made what they offered me already.
Yeah, yeah.
Through just making the pants by itself.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think my brand can be something bigger than what they was offering me. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's so much room for growth. I see so many
Right.
people that came from the ground up and built their brand to something bigger than the money that they offer me. So I feel like I can do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I already made it. It's just the world doesn't know. The world don't know yet.
Yeah.
The world haven't seen me yet. That's what it is.
So they probably looked at you and said, oh, he's new, his brand is hot, we like what he's doing, let's try to go ahead and get him because he's probably just money
Yeah.
hungry.
Mhm.
No.
That's when I knew
Yeah,
that. That's when I
not
knew I
gonna
said,
happen, right?
yeah, that's what told me when I was sitting at the table at the restaurant, when they offered me, you know, the little contract they had or whatever. I don't even know if it was really official or not, but I kind of knew they were from that company. I knew that for a fact. But you know, when I left, I knew that I could really do this clothing stuff, like for real.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, and the stuff I was making then wasn't even nothing compared to what I got now.
Right.
Or what I'm going to release. So,
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
I just think right now my job is I got to get it to the world so they can. I need more exposure. That's what it is. I don't think hold me back right now. But
Yeah.
it's a marathon, so I'm not even stressing that problem
Yep.
right now.
That's right. Wow. Yeah. Exposure is always good. Definitely, again, I want to reemphasize if there's anyone out there that need any custom gear that's made specifically for you, make sure you guys get with Wayne on that order, and he'll definitely take care of you guys. Each one teach one, each one help one, right? So we're all trying to grow a brand. We're trying to grow the business. So let's definitely help this young man accomplish that. What advice would you give to young designers that maybe want to do what you do or want to follow in your footsteps and be a clothing designer? What advice would you give to someone starting out?
Well, I mean, you know, people gonna always doubt you, tell you can't do things.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
definitely.
So I feel like when people want to do something of their own, you gotta have that mindset. Like, you gotta block out everybody else and do what you want to do.
Right.
I feel like God doesn't put things on your heart for no reason.
Right.
Any burden on your heart for no reason. I feel like you have that fire and desire. Yeah, you need to do it. There's gonna
Yeah.
always be haters, but at the same time, it'll always be people that's gonna motivate you too. That's gonna support you. It's always gonna be 50-50 in the world. Hate and people that's gonna love you. So I just think whatever you want to do, like, do it. There's nothing should hold you back.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't
Go
fear
for
anything. Go for it. Just do what you want to do in life. You only get one chance to live.
That's true.
So whatever you want to do in life, do it.
Right.
Because every day is not promised. Every day is not guaranteed.
That's
So
true.
make
And
it happen.
Without taking those risks, how do we know what we can accomplish,
Yeah,
right?
exactly,
If we
yeah.
all stay in our safety zone or within the box, then we'll never know what heights that we can soar to, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. If you don't try, you'll never know. Yeah. So percentage of men customers and women customers, do you have half and half? Do you have more women than men, or how does it look for your customer base?
Right now, it's mostly men because
Okay.
of the pants. But I know once I drop the bags, the slides, and when I
Right.
make girl clothing, I have a lot of girl customers than men if it's unisex. I
Okay,
think there's
yeah.
a lot of girls bought the pants, but they just bought the pink ones because they were pink.
Okay.
You know, and maybe the black ones, but majority right now it's been men over women right now.
Okay.
But this summer it's gonna definitely be women over men.
Yeah, all right. I believe it.
Yeah.
Okay, one final question. How do you relax? I know you're overwhelmed, you're always busy. How do you just go to that place where you can exhale and relax? What do you do to relax?
Well, that's a good question.
Do you do anything to relax? Are you just on the go 24/7?
I mean, I'm on the go 24/7, but when I am alone, I use that time just to woosah
Yeah.
and like reflect over things. And I think my problem is I don't really give myself enough credit. I'm my worst critic. I feel like I've accomplished a lot of stuff. I just feel like I haven't sat back and embraced what I've done so far.
Yeah.
People tell me
yeah.
that all the time, and I'm like, man, whatever, you tripping. Like, I'm
Yeah.
good like that. That's
Yeah.
not what it is, but when I give up myself, I can reflect and think about things, and I'm like, man, like, I did do that.
Right.
And people may tell me certain things, and I can, like, overlook it or whatever. I may be like, oh, appreciate it, bro, or whatever, but, I look back and read what they're saying again, it's like, it's deeper. It's so much deeper than what I think it is.
Yeah.
My job right now is I'm just trying to embrace every moment.
Right.
The brand, my son.
Yes.
Just embrace more.
Yeah.
I do so much trying to just
What's in
embrace
front
more.
of you?
Embrace the good. Like
Right.
my life is good.
Yes.
Like I'm blessed. So
you have a lot to be thankful
I have a lot
for,
to be
right?
thankful for. So yeah.
So your birthday is coming up. You have any major birthday plans? Birthday is on May 23rd.
Yeah.
Any birthday plans? What are you doing for your birthday, or what do you want to do for your birthday?
Most definitely gonna probably have a birthday dinner, of course.
Right.
My friends may throw me maybe a surprise party or something like that. That's really all I know for right now.
Okay.
Maybe in Vegas.
Okay.
See my family, my friend, my good
Yeah.
friend.
I heard some ramblings about a yacht party somewhere in the background. Is that
don't know.
true? Because I want to be invited if it's gonna be a yacht party.
Possibly that could be, that would be pretty cool.
I
If
know,
that,
right?
If that could happen, that would be pretty. That'd be cool. But we don't know right now.
Yeah,
I'm not
we'll
really a
see.
party person either, so I don't
Yeah,
party. I don't
no,
go out.
you're not a party
A
person.
birthday dinner is good for me, and go back home.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm cool.
So we can definitely do that.
Yeah.
So if there was any two people out there that you want to get word to that you would love to make some custom gear for, that's Houston based, who would that be? You've already got a few rappers in your pocket. Is there anyone out there that you are welcoming them to give you a call to make something for them?
I would say Maxo Cream and Sauce Walker. Those
Okay.
two.
All right, guys. If you're out there, hit up Wayne Grice, Ag Wayne on IG, Ag WRLD on IG, and then your website, aggressorclothing.net.
Yes.
And you can catch Real Talk Houston on IG as well, at Real Talk Houston, also on Facebook. And I think that's going to wrap us up today. Oh, also on LDTV on Roku as well. So just want to say thanks again, Boss Fam. It's been a great segment with Wayne G over here. So you guys having a magnificent day, and we love you so much.